Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Dusiko from Gadget Berry, and today we are talking about SMD car auctions. I've revised their offerings, so I've seen quite a few good deals. So I'll just quickly go through them, so I don't waste your guys' time. So I'd run away from this. It's not bad. I recently learned something. Sorry for my voice, guys. Kind of leggy. I'm jet lagged. Haven't slept in ages. So sorry. So I learned a trick about flipping cars, and I actually searched what I was actually watching was Mumbo Repairs. He was talking about buying and selling cars here on YouTube, and he was talking about ways that this business can work. He was talking about guys that actually rebuild the cars and resell them, or the guys that buy the cars fresh driving and with no dents or whatever and sell them, and the guys who buy the cars um, that are non-runners and fix them up. So I also like buying non-runners because they are quite affordable. They are quite cheap, and usually the problem is quite not that huge. And one thing that he said that I'd love to leave as an advice is like a perfect advice of what I've always wanted to say is that whenever you're buying a non-runner, be prepared to buy a new engine. Whatever they say the damage is, just be prepared to buy a new engine. Go and do your Google map. Sorry, your Google search and find out what's the price of the engine and go around your garages and stuff like that. For example, this 2019 Vivo is going for 82 grand. It's finally gonna go for around 90 grand here, I know. And searching on marketplace, I know it might be like it might have some uh good overs in profit. So let's search it. 2019 Volkswagen. I'm really not interested in this one, but I'll show you because the Polo is popular. Anyways, I was searching this one. This one was a 2011 Hilux double cab 2.7 liter. On SMD, it was moving for around 70,000, if not 72,000. And I know it's gonna end up moving for around 80 grand. And it's driving, it is about 250,000 kilometers on the clock. And you know what they say about Toyotas, this thing will run like forever. I mean, I've driven a 500-kilometer Toyota and it felt like a brand new car. No lying, no kidding, no cap. There was an Avanza. By the way, back to the video, I'll be showing you guys cars at the SMT. So I saw that this particular one I was looking for moves for around 178 grand profit, so you can make yourself close to about 78,000 rand profit if you have to. Not you don't even have to buy an engine because the car is running. It's selling for this 78,000. The other 100,000 is all your profit. So the other idea that Mumbo said, or the other trick that I picked up from him, he said, make your car the cheapest on the market. That way it moves faster and don't hold a car for too long. Something that I've been doing. I've been hoarding on my stock, like hoarding cars, hoarding, like make that small profit and move on because it attracts two types of buyers. It attracts dealers who can still add a markup and resell your product, and also people who want to use your product or your car for personal use. So, on non starters, this is a perfect example, a Chevy Utility 2012. I definitely go for this one. Now, as I always say, guys, I'm not looking for a car, but it's just for video purposes. So it says there is 294,000 kilometers on the clock. That's a lot, but it's looking fresh. Let's go for the 360 view and see if there are any visible dents on the body. Yes, you can see a small scuff that can be done for around 2,000 or less. at a good certified body shop. Um, it's going for how much? 35 grand at the moment. This is good value for money because, as I said, be prepared to buy a new engine. If you can't fix this engine, just buy another engine. Maybe the other engine will cost you 15 grand, and you've spent 40 on this car, and the other engine was 15 grand in total. And maybe your labor for everything was like 5,000 rands with other parts that you had to buy to ensure that the engine runs smoothly and stuff like that, and stuff that you had to code. So maybe you end up spending around this 40 grand that this car is finally gonna go for, because people are gonna bid on it and the price is gonna grow. Um, and that's what 50 45, that's 60 grand for this 2012 utility. Now let's see how much that moves on Facebook Marketplace. You've spent what, 60 grand on it. All right, you spent the 40, the 15 and the 5. The 40 to purchase, the 15 for the engine, the 5 for the labor. Now let's search which year it is. 2012. 2012 Chev, oh Lord, Chevrolet, oh, give me guys, Chevrolet Utility 1.4. It's going for, this is the backed one. Back, by the way, it means it is air suspension. It's going for 76,000. So that's, if you were to sell it at that price, it would leave you at around 10,000 rands, 15,000 rands profit margin. This one is going for 87,000 rands. Let's check the mileage. Didn't say anything about it, but it's looking fresh. And you know what they say about white cars? Our car is white there on the example there. So they keep their value much better than other colors. So this one is is moving for 76,500, and ours there is moving for how much? 35 grand. So spend yourself 15 grand, or 20 maximum, and you can pull off what you call 10,000 rands profit, and you can do it continuously. Now, moving on to the second example that I found, because I didn't want to waste your guys' time. Like, honestly, I think we're on another page right now. That's why I don't have what I had on my homework. So I don't wanna bore you with that. I'm just gonna go to my previous page, which has my homework. Now, as arguably as this can be, I'd go for this Peugeot this Peugeot RCZ 1.6 liter for 57,000 rands at the moment. It's in Boxburg. Look at the thing. It's I don't know if it qualifies to be called a coupe, or if it's a convertible, but it's not a convertible. I think that hard top can be removed or whatever, but it just looks epic, and those two exhausts looks beautiful at the back. Never mind the damage on that panel, that of course would cost you around maybe 5 grand to be done at a certified shop, including sourcing the parts, of course. And they say it they say it's a runner. It is 131,000 grand. Kilometers on the clock. 131,908. That's not bad at all. Two usable resets. It's a two-door, by the way, and this thing moves. It's a manual. You can tell that it moves. Look at those analog gauges. I'm so in love with that gauge cluster. I can't tell whether the maximum speed is 260 or 250 or whatever, but it's usually an odd number with Peugeot. As you can see, there's a 210. There's a 170 over there. But anyways, moving on with the pictures. Lovely keys, nice leather seats. The engine still looks intact, and it's a running car. Here the accessories here at the back. I don't know what are those cables for. Don't tell me it's a plug-in hybrid, but it's not. They would have said it's just a 1.6 liter, which means it's light on fuel for something that would feel sporty. Uh, Sporty. What the fuck? For something that would feel sporty. Yeah. So I didn't. I don't like this Audi because it's not petrol. It's like to the eye, and it's diesel. And I know that with diesels, usually you have to around every 30,000 kilometers, you have to service your injectors. So you might experience hardships even after you repaired the vehicle. So at this cheap price, I'd leave it as is. And I don't think it'll move fast considering that it is 2010, considering the fact that it's a 2010 model and it has 264,022 kilometers. So my homework ended there, and I wanna show you what just one last car. This is a non-runner. It's a 2010 BMW 535i. So this is a 5 series. It has 197,000 197 kilometers on the clock, and it's not starting at its love non-runners. I'm also on Mumbo's I'd say Mumbo's team on that Mumbo's category, so to speak, on those car dealers. This 5 Series coupe is exclusive. It's a 2010 one. It's automatic. It's an F10. I said it's a coupe, but it's actually a GT. It's a Grand Tourer, so it sits a bit higher, and it's it's got quite comfortable seats. Look at those headrests, and look at that white interior in it. It does look its age with that steering wheel, but whatever. The price is good. Those gauges don't look outdated at all. Um, then the key is still uh in line with the new keys. You straight, I think you get a straight V6 here, sweet. With like a 3 liter or something. Now we're talking about cars that we can flip. Like we need someone who's looking for a nice grand tour for his family here. So look at it here. It's gonna be sold in 9 hour in less than 9 hours and 4 seconds. It's gonna go for less than 60 grand, I bet you, because it's not a popular model. But now, let me show you how much you can sell. You can sell this car for once fixed up. Remember, it's a non-runner, so be prepared to buy a new engine. So let's just say a new engine for this will be hard to source, of course, because it's a rare model. But obviously, I think it's interchangeable with some 5 series models, so you'd find it. Now let's search the price for the 535 um for the 535 engine. Let's search. Firstly, now let's search for the price for that. Um, BMW 535i engine. I engine. And remember, guys, we're still gonna pay for the for the labor. Yo, I suck at typing with this phone. Yeah, I think Elon Musk should come through with that brain chip, which I'll not put. So it shows that this engine is 15,000. There's one for 19,500. Okay, now those are not those are I won't take serious. Those are just ads. Those are just adverts to put you closer to the actual ads where you'll see the bonkers prices. Now here's the actual prices. Engine for a BMW 5 Series 535 I X Drive 35i F32 F82 306. Now those are the chassis. Is 75,000 rands. Okay, so put that in mind when you purchase this car. All right. Now, where was I? Oh, I was on Chrome. So I'm it's moving at 52,000, and the engine is around 75 grand. Now, let's put that together. So that's 125,000 rands. Now let's search a 2010 BMW 2010 BMW 535i X Drive. It's moving for, okay. What's our model? No, these ones are not that low. These ones are not out the model we're looking for. I don't wanna go look on Cam 3 because I haven't read. I don't. Sorry guys, I'm talking as if I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm talking so slow. I'm talking so softly. Sorry about that. But back to professionalism and audibility. We can't find our model here, but I bet you can move the thing for 200,000 rands. And with that said, that ends our video. Um, but before I go, I'd also like to show you guys that you can get cars very cheap at GoBeat as well. Do not make a decision with SMD without visiting GoBeat, because that's where you might find your next dream car. I mean, GoBeat, just go to the home screen and I see cars for sale. If you're into Chinese, here's a starting Tigo, Chinese vehicle starting Tigo, but it's been in an accident. It needs some panel. It's gonna be sold in 10 hours. It's gonna go for less than 30. Um, can show you around if you're into that. I mean, there are people who are into that, so let me show you around. Let's adopt the idea of inclusivity on the channel. Um, Even though I don't like the item, doesn't mean that other people won't. But I advise you guys to run away from this one. Too much structural damage. Um, don't mind that it runs, and it's a cherry Tiggo, the 2014 cherry Tiggo, not the new Tiggos, not the new Tiggos with the good reputation and the 1 million kilometer engine warranties and stuff like that. It's the old ones where they were like still um getting to know, like, where they were still finding themselves. And the second car, okay, so it seems like I didn't go about this that, yes, still around the timed auctions. That's where you must click. So here here's another this is a 2013, so 20, it's even better. It's 2013 Toyota Hilux 2.5 diesel to D4D 4, it's D4D SRX. So it doesn't start. Be prepared to buy a new motor, so that it's gonna cost you around what, let's see, 2013 um Hilux engine, 2013 Hilux 2.5D for the 40 engine. As you can see guys, I'm trying to put in more effort into these videos, so they can be more intuitive for you guys, so you don't have to do all the digging. So the engine, as you can see, the first one is saying 45,000, the second one is saying 49,000. So be prepared to spend 50,000 on the engine, and this car is moving for what? Um, it's it's moving for 2018 Hilux 2.5 D4D. It's moving for, nobody has it for sale. Nobody has it for sale. Sorry, guys. Excuse my voice, guys. I got flu. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of our video. You guys definitely have yourselves a good one, cause I'm definitely having myself a good one here. Peace. And do subscribe to the channel, guys. Please, please.